Hello, Capricorns. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Moriah with Moriah's Spirit Tarot. This is my first Capricorn read for the collective since I started this channel. So welcome in. I appreciate you all being here. Let's go ahead and take a look at what I was able to channel for you. So I have notes. I have notes. So my process is that I meditate with your energy and I develop a spread based on what I feel, based on what I'm feeling coming up in your energy, and then I just, I go with that kind of flowy energy. So Capricorn, what I'm seeing for you is that there's a weight that you're just not going to carry anymore. Okay? And your energy feels like a mountain that's been holding too much for too long. Like you're steady, dependable, and unshakable. Great qualities to have. But you're tired in places that you don't want to talk about to anybody. And we need to dig a little deeper into those. And I'm sorry that I got to do that. But I've got to do that. Okay? All right. There is a shift that is happening in your foundation. Not a collapse, but a release. A loosening of the weight you've been carrying out of habit, duty, and an old identity. And this is the moment where you stop being the structure for everyone else and start rebuilding the structure for yourself. So I clearly saw the Four of Pentacles, which is that earth energy building a foundation. That came up in my mind's eye. We'll see if it comes up in the reading or not. But I'm going to pull us an oracle card from the Ancient Stones Oracle. It's kind of my mountain deck. Kind of my mountain deck here for you. It is my earth deck. This is the deck that I use for earth readings. So it just is what's calling me. I'm a fellow earth sign. I'm a Taurus. So I've got Leo as my rising and Sag as my moon. So I'm earth and fire. But Pisces is my north node, so I have a little bit of water in there. But my Mars is in Capricorn, so I do have placements in Capricorn, and my dad's Capricorn, so I'm Earth. I'm a sister earthy energy, so you're safe with me, really. All right, let's take a look at the ancient stones and see what the ancient stones would like for you to know as we sit with this energy of what we're no longer carrying. What's the weight? Releasing the past. So emerging, transforming, and energies transmuted. So yeah, so if the weight you're carrying is some past burden, Capricorn. And I don't know what that is for everyone. So, this is a collective read, so take what resonates. But Capricorn is carrying some stuff from the past, it looks like. So the ones that I'm resonating with in this video, there's some work around our past we need to do. So let's dig in a little deeper. Let's see what we can find out from the tarot, what we're digging into here, what we're doing here. Let's just see. I am going to ask for my feral psychics a little direction on the Capricorn weight that they're no longer carrying. Okay, you cut somebody off. All right, so you cut someone off. But you're still corded. So you cut them off, but not out. Your body remembers, your field remembers, and that's where they're still living. So if you've cut people out of your life or things out of your life, you haven't gone deep enough. Okay, so let's see what else we can find out. Let's go. Let's see what else we can find out. All right, thank you for that, Spirit. All right, so what is this weight you're carrying unconsciously that you just don't realize you're even carrying anymore? What is this weight, Spirit? What is the weight? Overwork. You're overworking yourself, Capricorn. No surprise there. But all work and no play makes Capricorn a dull person. So we need to balance work and play. And I don't know if you're diving into work to get over this past issue, thinking that work's going to heal it. Work's not going to heal it, honey. You got to go within for that. You know, overworking yourself is just going to make you tired and sick. And then it's going to be more problems down the line. It's not going to fix what you're doing. You're overworking yourself. So you need to, that's the weight. And we need to release that. And I'm hearing, okay, I'm hearing you. I hear you, Capricorn. How am I supposed to get by if I don't work? I hear you, Capricorn. I'm not saying quit work altogether. I'm saying create a balance in your life. You know, work when you are scheduled to work, and when you are not scheduled to work, leave work at work. Come home, spend time with yourself, take your dog for a walk, pet your cat, whatever it is that you need to do, you know, paint something, color in a coloring book, do something creative, go for a hike, go for a swim, get out in nature, sit under a tree, go climb that mountain, okay? But stop working yourself to death. I know, we are all in that, you know, space of, do I have enough? Of course you have enough. There's so much out there. There's more than enough to go around for everyone out there. You just have to align with it. You don't have to work yourself to death. It's not okay to work yourself to death, Capricorn. So stop doing it. I can't tell you what to do. But if this resonates, consider taking some time for yourself. Okay? What is no longer yours to hold? Seven of Swords. Lies, deceit. Yeah, you're lying to yourself. You're lying to yourself if you think that it's all work. It's not all work. All work is going to lead you right into the devil energy, the lower end of the devil energy, which is your card. It's going to lead you right into that. Addictions. Denying who you are to the world. Stop listening to the lies. We got the Seven of Swords. It's no longer yours. Okay? You no longer need to lie to yourself, Capricorn. It's not okay. Okay? Okay. All right, so what is the truth beneath the armor? You're in grief, Capricorn. And you're afraid of being left out in the cold. I got the Five of Pentacles. Whether you're grieving for the earth or whether you're grieving for your own life, you know, the fun that you used to have when you were younger, whatever it is, Capricorn. The truth is, this is grief that you're trying to work your way out of. You may have Sagittarius placements. You're trying to work your way out of grief. You're lying to yourself, saying you're fine. You're not fine. You're dealing with grief. In the description box, there is a link for intuitive readings. In that intuitive readings page on my website, there is a free, absolutely free PDF called The 12 Steps of Healing. You can download it. You can start working it today. If you need help, there is also a link in there for spiritual guidance, or I will sit with you one-on-one about your questions that come up. But you can do the work on your own without guidance. I mean, you can, because you can trust your higher self to guide you there. Just use the journal prompts. You know, just read the book and do the journal prompts in a journal. Physical writing, yes. Okay. So you're in some kind of grief that we need to let go. Okay. Let's take a look at What's the new foundation forming under Capricorn's feet? Truth. Queen of Swords. Yeah, very similar to Sagittarius. If you have Sagittarius placements, or if you didn't watch the daily vibe today, I think we're all going through this grief cycle right now. I think a lot of us are going through Sag and Capricorn for sure. But I was feeling it with the daily collective as well. Just this, we need to rebuild. You know. So the Queen of Swords is speaking her truth. She knows her truth. She's not going to lie about it. She's going to admit that she needs time to herself. She's going to admit that she's got a grief issue, that there's something going on around grief that she needs to heal. Okay? She sees things clearly. She sets boundaries. So that may be something that you need to do, Capricorn, is set some boundaries. Take your time with yourself. Take time with yourself. Set boundaries with yourself. All right. So that's the support and the new foundation. And what else can we expect from Spirit about who they're going to become when they stop over carrying these burdens? Okay. So the help from Spirit on who you're going to become is the Three of Pentacles here. We got the Three of Pentacles. This is my card for working with Spirit, lower self, higher self, and Spirit all working together to make everything good. So this is going within. It's kind of my Hermit card of the lower arcana. You know, going within, working it out with Spirit. And then we also have the Page of Cups, which is new, setting new boundaries, looking to what you can do to better yourself in your emotional state. The Page of Cups is all about using his creativity and his imagination to figure out what he's doing with his life and to learn about his feelings and his emotions and which ones are good to keep and which ones we need to get rid of. Awesome. Okay. All right. I would like to get us just a little more information here because I'm feeling like this was really short. All right. Let me pull some clarifiers. Okay. Spirit, what can you tell me about this Eight of Pentacles here? What can you tell me about the Eight of Pentacles? Yeah, put it to rest. Lay it to rest. So this overwork, whatever you're doing, you need to, this is a 4. Okay, it's a foundation. You need to take some time in meditation to figure out why you're doing the overworking. Okay, what are you trying to hide within yourself by keeping yourself busy? Busy. And with the Seven of Swords, I got the Six of Pentacles. So that's balance. That's equal give and take. Okay, that's where we're heading here. Instead of overworking and overburdening ourselves with everybody else's problems, this is asking for help when you need it and giving help when you can instead of all the time. Okay. All right. Tell me about the Five of Pentacles. Spirit, tell me about the 5. Page of Wands. Yeah, we're getting lots of new energy. This is, so you're going to get an intuitive message. Okay, you're going to learn something about your creativity and your passion around this grief and how to let it go. So use that page energy, that new energy, that curiosity to really look at why you're stuck in this grief. Okay? Tell me about the Queen of Swords, please. Tell me about the Queen of Swords. The Knight of Wands. Yeah, yeah. There's some incoming messages for you, Capricorn. This might be the incoming message. The message is speak your truth. Set boundaries. Don't let people walk all over you and expect that you're going to do everything for them. Don't do that to yourself either. Don't walk all over yourself either. You need a break, take one. Put some balance back into your life. All work and no play. Not a good combination. Okay? We need to work, but we also need to play. It's okay to take a day off. All right. Tell me about the Three of Pentacles. What work are we doing with Spirit with this Three of Pentacles? What is Capricorn doing? Three of Cups. Yeah, balancing those emotions and celebrating with family and friends. You know, when you overwork, you miss out on this. You don't notice it. So a Spirit's saying, hey, let's get you out. Let's do some fun things with our friends and family, Capricorn. Let's not just work all the time. And the Page of Cups. What can you tell me about the Page of Cups? The Queen of Wands. Yeah. Yeah. She don't care. she just doesn't care. She's going to do her thing. She's going to set her boundaries. And she's going to just do it. She's going to have fun. And she's going to work. And she's going to do it in balance. And she's going to do it smiling. And she's going to have her black cat. And she doesn't care if nobody likes her black cat. She loves her black cat. Okay? So, Capricorn, you need to, you don't have to be the strong one all the time. You don't have to always hold every piece together. You don't have to. That's not your job, Capricorn. Your job is to hold you together. And you can't hold you together if you're working so much that you can't see what you need. Your strength is not about how much you can endure. It's in knowing what to release so that you can continue to rise. All right, Capricorn, that's what I got for you. I love you so much. I'm Moriah. If this reading resonated with you, like, share, comment, leave, subscribe to the channel so you can get more of my content. Every 12 days, I'll sit with your energy and we'll do another reading. So I'll see you again in 12 days. For now, go forth and conquer, you beautiful souls. I love you very much. Thanks, Capricorn.